I understand. I can see it. A lot of Raider fans are very upset with this pick, Colton Miller. Here he is right here, Colton Miller, UCLA, Roseville, California, junior. 6'9", 309, 34 1/8 inch arms, 10 3/4 inch hands. That's a whole inch over my hand, at least, maybe a little more. He's got huge hands. This is the Patriots page, their official page, and they put a video of him. They were looking at him. Now this could be smoke screen, but it could be they really wanted him. They needed an offensive tackle, and they later picked one, so they were definitely looking at the offensive tackles, who was going to fall. And he was one of the offensive tackles in the draft. Is supposedly like a weak offensive tackle pool, if you will. And there's no reason to not believe they weren't going to look at this guy. They just lost Nate Solder, who was drafted when Khalil Mack was drafted in 2014. As I said in my other video, how he held Mack the whole game. Now Kolton, when the NFL finally decides to allow the Raiders tackles to hold defenders, with his 10 3/4 inch hands, he should have no problem holding on to Chubb and Von Miller. Von Miller is going to be much shorter than him, and even Chubb is going to be shorter than him. Sometimes, in some of these videos, they're pointing out that there could be a leverage factor. I can see that. He's a very big dude. Very big. I don't know these videos, and I hope it doesn't. If I click on one of these, do I have to hear some music? He sets the broad jump record with 10'1". I don't know if where this is gonna go. We'll see. Get no audio.
The buzz from his peers here. Why? Because he broad jumped 10 feet 1 inch, a record for O linemen at the scouting combine. How does it compare? Well, that number 10-1 compares more favorably to skill players. Listen to this one. You've heard of cornerback Marcus Peters, right? He broad jumped 10-1 here at the combine. When I checked in with Colton Miller, he said that he considers himself a very athletic lineman. He helped to show some explosiveness with that.
Redfin's local real estate agent.
10'1". He set the record. Oh, what an Al Davis pick. I know what you're thinking. Let's see his 40. John Gruden likes guys who get downfield. Remember he said that? We have to skip this. That's pretty fast for a guy that big. He sets the record. I don't know what else we can find here. We're just fishing around. Again, Patriots should have eyes. This is Nesson. It's a local, or was. I don't know if it's like more national now, but it's a local sports network, New England Sports Network. That what was called originally. I think they switched the name over the years. I'm not gonna try to show pitches. I mean, this guy tries to break him down. I'm not gonna show his video, but it's all choppy, and watching an offensive lineman, it's hard. There's no focus on offensive linemen unless they do something incredibly impressive, like pancake someone. As a CBS Sport, what Colton Miller brings to the NFL. We don't know anything about him, really. I mean, this guy wasn't on the radar. I don't think. Who knows where this is going? It's gonna go to a commercial. And the music is for what? I didn't want to hear the music. I didn't. I don't know why they put that on there. The Minnesota Vikings were interested in him. Patriots, Minnesota Vikings. Here's his combine presser. Let's see what this says. This is on the Vikings page. Let's hear him speak. If we get the volume up.
How's it going? You got quite a crowd here.
So you're obviously huge, and does you feel like your height as a tackle? It's sometimes teams like height and they like length, but do you feel like sometimes it's a disadvantage? You have to work harder almost because of the leverage battle?
Yeah, I think, as a big guy, you have to always work getting low. You have to overemphasize getting low because people aren't going to be the same height as you, and this game is a game of leverage. But I think it's an advantage too, because when you get low and then you can drive your hips and extend, you end up gaining more power, and that comes with it.
Playing with Josh Rosen, a lot of people have said, and you probably get this question a ton on behalf of him, a lot of people have said that his teammates aren't a big fan of him for whatever reason. That's been the rumor out there. A lot of teammates have dispelled that. What's your thoughts on that?
No, I disagree. Josh, he came in, number one high school guy, a little cocky. Of course, you hear off-campus stuff about him, but as the years went on, he really matured. He's really well-rounded. Doesn't try to be more than what he has to be. Tries to, have a good mindset. Really good leader. I have really nothing negative to say about him.
You feel like in the locker room, on the field, both ways, he kind of provided strong leadership?
Yeah, I would say so. He always did his work on the field and always off the field. He probably worked one of the hardest off the field. Really smart guy, really well respected.
For you in your game, who do you feel like was the best pass rusher or player maybe you faced in general? You had to either block or handle a lot in the game that you faced maybe in your career or this past year?
I would have to say Tack McKinley. Not tooting UCLA's horn or anything, but he was quick off the ball and he could bring power. So I'd have to say Tack. Yeah. Josh in the huddle? Well, we don't huddle as a whole lot, but we get the play call and we get rolling. If it's like a timeout or a commercial break, he'll get going. Let's go, guys. But yeah. Yeah, I've been. I think I've heard that before. Yeah, I could see that. Taller guys. Yeah, I easily make that comparison. I wouldn't disagree. Right. Yeah, I mean, we've met on our, you know, our official formal interview. We've talked along with other teams. I'm talking like 22 or 21 other teams, and I'm talking to, you know, informally with other teams. So there's a lot of, it seems there's a lot of interest from everywhere. So.
Okay, that gave a little bit of a feel for what he is. He seems mature. Because he's going to have to be mature. I mean, he is in charge of protecting $100 million quarterback now, and who knows? Who knows what positions he's going to play? There is no guarantee that Donald Penn is coming back healthy. I mean, I have to emphasize that over and over. That I know Raider fans are upset that this guy was picked, but they need an offensive tackle. And there's only so many ways you can get one. They could have went through rosters and looked for someone, a backup on some team. But this guy's a big dude, and so is Tom Cable. Watching a picture of Tom Cable next to some other players and people and Gruden. He's a big dude. And hopefully he's going to impress this guy. Remember, Tom Cable is known for zone blocking and stuff. And a lot of movement. And I don't know exactly what UCLA ran. But this guy is very athletic. And it's pretty obvious to me the Raiders are shifting away. They want a more versatile offensive line. And they want to be able to do more things. They definitely want blocks upfield, too. I mean, this guy is fast. He's obviously the broad jump. He set the record. So he's got all these things going for him. And the Raiders had problems at the right tackle position, too. I mean, Derek Carr's been injured the last 2 years. And at the right position, ever since Austin Howard left, and people used to criticize Austin Howard for certain things, but as a run blocker, he was exceptional. Remember the Denver game? Remember when they just ran the same play over and over where they pull the right tackle and shoot him up the gap or whatever? Yeah, Austin Howard. Now this guy is big or whatever. He's way big. This is going to be the biggest offensive lineman the Raiders had in a while. And he's been brought in for one reason. To bitch slap some Denver Bronco defenders. He's been brought in to pummel Denver Bronco pass rushes. That's what he's been brought in for. He doesn't look like he's mean or whatever, but he's obviously a big guy. And, you know, Von Miller, better watch out. Come on, got to come up with a little bit of optimism. It wasn't as bad as Jamarcus Russell picked. Only 15 picks earlier. I mean, you know, Or 14 picks earlier. Wasn't as bad as that. So many Raider fans love that pick. Love that pick. And some of the other ones. I mean, I wasn't crazy about Kyle Joseph at 14. That was one pick ahead of what they just picked right here. You know, there's many of them over the years, and you don't know exactly what you're going to get. But the Raiders did have a pressing need at tackle. They needed someone versatile who has played both sides of the offensive line. And yes, we know the Raiders need defense, but this is an offensive league. And Denver Broncos just selected Bradley Chubb. This guy is exceptional. He is going to be another Joey Bosa. You saw the NFL Network comparing to that. I've been comparing him to that. Before that, I'm no expert. I'm just looking at their lanky sort of body type, quick, cat-like quickness, off the line, off the edge, and get to the quarterback and create disruption. Going to have to get the ball out there fast. That's why they brought in Martavis Bryant. They wanted to get another wide receiver, and they are a big wide receiver that could do a lot of slants, quick slants over the middle, and create like a mismatch for Von Miller, for Bradley Chubb, and for others in the division. Joey Bosa. What's his name? Ingram. Before those guys can get to Derek Carr, the Raiders brought some guys in to get some plays. Some quick passes. Remember, John Gruden, he started, I think, his whole NFL career. Was it in San Francisco? He was there for, a little bit of time. Then he went to Green Bay, and then on to the Eagles before he came to the Raiders. Remember what the 49ers were famous for? With Jerry Rice? John Taylor? That was his name, right? John Taylor? Remember those quick slants over the middle? That's what Martavis Bryant was brought in for. And they traded down to get this guy so they could get Martavis Bryant. So they could do those sorts of things. So Von Miller does not hit Derek Carr, makes him fumble. So Bradley Chubb does not get to Derek Carr. That's why this guy's been brought in. This is serious business here. As soon as I saw the Broncos pick Bradley Chubb, I'm like, oh man. It's an offensive league and everything, but this is offensive to me. This is bad. This is bad. For them to bring in a guy like that, he could be totally a bust. But I don't think so. He's not going to be a bust. He's going to be a headache. And the Raiders are playing in a very competitive division in many ways. Don't go by records in the last couple years. It's going to be highly competitive. This is the AFL. This is the AFC West, the Wild West. And they got the Orange Crush going again. And the Raiders need an offensive line like they had in the 70s. The big dudes. Art Shell, Gene Upshaw. You gotta protect the quarterback. You cannot forsake that. I'm totally with Raider fans who want to help the defense. Trust me. I am there. I am there. Maybe they take a chance and trade up in this, in the second round. But I haven't been tracking the draft. I don't even know what's going on. But I'm just trying to soften the blow. Don't judge this guy. Don't call him Robert Gallery. Say he's good. He doesn't look like a tattoo guy, by the way. Does not look like a tattoo guy. He looks like a lunchbox guy. He looks like a mature guy, not someone that as soon as he's signed, he's out to the tattoo parlor. Just does not look that way to me. So don't sit there and equate because they selected an offensive lineman. This is a bad thing. This is a good thing. And the draft isn't over. There's more players to be picked, and there's more diamonds in the rough to be found. And this is only the beginning.